That was New Edition Candy Girl. So, of course, over the weekend, or just before the weekend started, the video of Puffy Combs beating Cassie almost senseless aired. Of course, as we all know now, it is beyond the statute of limitations, meaning that L.A. County would not prosecute him. The thing that I find interesting is for real assaults generally across the country, the statute of limitations for actual assaults, felony assaults, the statute of limitations is about 3 years, pretty much all across the country. For misdemeanor assaults, it is 1.5 years. There are people, and any number of people are coming out with all these stories. You've heard them ad nauseum on different outlets, telling you about how they knew what was going on and how they were appalled. If you have a story to tell now, you could have told that story earlier. If you are telling a story about something you knew and you didn't do anything about it, you're not a witness, you're an accomplice. And these things can only happen with accomplices. These things can only happen with people who are willing to aid and abet as long as there's something in it for them. They're willing to look the other way or pretend like it didn't happen or to say nothing. The protection of womanhood requires that you may have to sacrifice something for yourself. You might have to do the right thing, even though it might cost you money. It might cost you an album. It may cost you something. But if we are going to say things like it is about the protection of womanhood, then that might require some level of sacrifice. I never have cared for Puffy. He always had an aura about him. I never have. I can't say that I've ever been in his company outside of the BET Awards, but he always seemed like that type of man. So seeing that video, as shocking as it was, for some reason didn't shock me at all. But the truth of the matter, there are a great many people who knew what was going on. A great many people who saw it. A great many people who could have said something and done something. A great many people. And you can tell who they are because now they're the ones with the story to tell. They're the ones, oh yeah, well, it was, if you had a story to tell then, if you see something, say something, but not now, then. He beat that. If he had done that to my child, I would hunt him down flat out. That would happen. Protection of, it can't be just our woman. And all this silly stuff I hear about, if it had been a white one, no matter who it was, nobody deserves that. Nobody. Nobody deserves to be beaten senseless. And that's the thing about it is, most women in America are hurt or shot or beaten by men who shared their bed with them. Men who claim to love them. Men who are in a romantic situation or a sexual situation or an intimate situation. So it's not uncommon. But if we're going to say things like the protection of womanhood is important, act like it all the time. Not just when a video comes out. Because before the video, somebody trying to bring a brother down. Let me tell you something. Bringing a brother, if I'm not trying to bring a black man down by trying to stop him from beating a black woman up, how does that happen? It's a really simple thing for me. Always has. It always has been. I said it before and I'll say it again. I believe in my heart Kanye was stalking Kim. I said something. I believe Tory shot Megan. I said something. I believe Puffy beat Cassie and abused several other women. I said something. I believe Donald Trump is a sexual batterer. I said something. It's not that hard. If you see something, say something. But before people see a video. If you're going to protect them, say it when it counts, not when it makes you look good. That's a little note from the GED section. Got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.